Hey everyone. Okay, so I picked up Pinball FX, and the Addams Family table is on sale right now. So I picked it up, and I'll do a comparison of VPX, Pinball FX, and the stock table. So let's hop on into VPX first. So a couple of details on VPX. You get the animated back glass. I've got the back glass full DMD option, so you get some extra graphics on the DMD, and you kind of resize the DMD into that little window right there. Lighting on the table is really, really good. Table plays great. Performance is good. Ball physics are great. Latency for the flippers. Everything's fantastic with VPX.
Welcome, honored guest. Go, man. Look, darling.
All right. So VPX might play well, but I don't. So not its fault I can't hit a ramp. Let's hop out of that. And we'll hop into Future Pinball. Or excuse me, not Future Pinball. Pinball FX. And the only table I have at the moment is the Addams Family. There are a few other tables in Pinball FX that look really interesting. There's some board game ones that I'm interested in. There's Crypt of the Necrodancer, and a few other like custom tables that only exist in Pinball FX, as far as I know. So I'll be buying a few tables for it. Takes a while to load the tables, quite a bit slower than VPX or Future Pinball, but not terrible. All right. One thing I don't like is if you had a previous game, it like automatically goes and resumes that game, and there's no option to turn it off as far as I can tell. Hopefully they'll add that in the future so it always starts a new game in cabinet mode. There's a few cabinet mode features I think they could add that would be nice. All right.
Welcome, honored guest.
Yeah, getting rid of a lot of that would be really, really cool to me, or if it's an option. Anyway, so here we go.
Go, man.
Let's go, baby. Well played, baby. You're really on the ball. It's not plugged in yet.
Ooh, that was a bit of lag right there. Wow, did you see that stutter? That was crazy. Yeah, when it opened, I mean, the ball was like just jerking and stuttering across that. Oops, I just bumped the camera. I played it earlier, off camera, and I've had mixed results. Sometimes it plays extremely smooth, and sometimes not. I did set the graphic options down to low because it was really bad earlier. this goes. Oop. Green. My superpower. Ooh, man, those magnets. Very tough. All right. Okay, so that's enough of that. I am noticing some ball stutter and whatnot. I think I had turned my anti-aliasing back up a little bit, my quality up a little bit. I think I need to turn it back down to low. It was playing fine earlier when I had full screen anti-aliasing on low. I had all the settings on low, and it played well. Like I said, I turned it up a little bit just to take some of the jaggies off. But I think if I set it back down to medium or low, it'll play well. If you want to see it with the effects on, so here's with the effects on. Whoop. Well, that didn't take long.
Go, man.
All right, so that's, the effects don't seem to change the performance of the game at all. I do notice some audio warble in the music. I don't notice that in VPX, but I notice it in Pinball FX, and I also notice it on the stock table. All right, so we'll exit out of that, and we'll switch over to the local machine. And fire up the stock table. I thought putting the Pinball FX and the stock side by side would be best, so you can kind of see those. I think that's what most folks were interested in. I don't think the lighting's as good. Just to me personally, I don't think the lighting is as good in this version of the table as it is in the Pinball FX table. But it's running on way less hardware. I mean, I've got a Ryzen 9 3950X and an RTX 2080 Super in here. So, I mean, it's got a lot of horsepower running the Pinball FX side. But it still has that kind of audio warble on the music. But the sound effects are good. The flipper sounds are better here than they are in Pinball FX to me. They're more chunky. Well. And I don't have the solenoids turned on. They're too loud for me. Well, wow. Okay. Well, there's the Addams Family for you. Drain, drain, drain. Some games go that way. But overall, I think this table plays well. It looks good. Like I said, I don't really notice the flipper lag like I did when I first bought the table. Maybe I've just gotten used to it. But the table seems to play great. I mean, latency can always be improved a bit, but yeah, it is what it is. Personally, the way I would rate them at the moment, I would say probably for me, for consistency, I would say VPX first. It's definitely the best experience. The stock table, I would put second place, and at the moment, I would put Pinball FX third. I'm still going to buy some of the other tables for Pinball FX. I noticed a post from Zen where Mel said that the Addams Family was particularly a tough case for them with like latency and whatnot. So I wonder if that's the case on Pinball FX as well. So I'm going to try a couple more tables out and see how it goes. But there you go. That's a side-by-side comparison of all three versions of the Addams Family. Hope that helps someone.